Es el idioma.
Baseball is the language we all speak.
Hey, baseball fans, this is Chris Singleton, and welcome to MLB The Show.
Alberto Rosa, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one? It's the San Diego Padres and the Washington Nationals. First pitch coming your way next. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Alberto Rosa getting ready to hit.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
That's ripped. Base hit. Here comes Wood around third. He will score and they take the lead. Tries to get back in time, but they got him. One down. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. On the ground to third, Rosa. Zips it across. That's out number 2.
Batting in, the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Up next for the Nationals.
Rosa working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Crushed left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. His 38th of the year, and we're level. It's 2-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
Up next for the Nationals, the third baseman, number 7, Alberto Rosa.
That's a hit, so they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Runner on the goal. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. They take the force out. Nice long throw there. Rosa had a sensational showing in the win. Had 3 hits, one of them a homer.
Oh, Boog, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
One down. Here's a big power threat. Alberto Rosa. Rosa was named Player of the Month recently, and that's not the first time that's happened this year. That one ripped. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. 2 down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Sneaks through, base hit. Runner around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
On the ground, right side. 1 pitch and 1 out. 2 outs, runner at first. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Ground ball, left side, and that's a fair ball. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Rosa steps in. Pitcher's been gliding through this lineup, barely breaking a sweat.
Yeah, it's time to put the brakes on that cruise control. Just have to stay patient, wait for a pitch in the zone, and drive it.
And they had their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Another way to square it up. Good job.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Next to hit for the Nats, Luis Garcia. The 0-2. Runner takes off in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Runner at second, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. High fly ball, right field. And makes the grab. That is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. So runner at second, 2 down. And the batter will be Xander Bogaerts. Man on second, 2 down. And a bunt towards third. Fires to first on the run. Throw offline. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Rosa steps in. RBI opportunity here.
Yeah, Boog, important to try and close the gap. One at bat can tilt the scale.
That smash towards center. Merrill has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. The relay throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Rosa added 1 more to that hitting streak.
Not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. He's got better in him, Boog.
Alberto Rosa with an incredible season. Alberto Rosa digs in now. That's ripped into the outfield. Crawford makes a nice grab at a full sprint. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a...
Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
The left fielder, Tyro Taylor.
Back up the middle and a base hit. And a man aboard. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now.
Runner takes off, and he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. So, runner at second, 2 down. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Man at second. Runner takes off. Caught him looking for the K. Nationals lead 1. And now the right fielder. Man at second. Bounce to third. Close play, but he just beat him to the bag for the out.
Up next for the Reds, the catcher, Ethan.
Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Ripped on a line to center. Crawford gets under it, and that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. This is Washington Nationals baseball on the show Mid-Atlantic. One down. Next for Cincinnati, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Number 3, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
1-2 here. Bunting for a hit. Rosa. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Perhaps he rushed just a little bit, didn't set the angle as the infield was back right there, and that's pretty much a gimme for a bunt base hit. Just didn't quite put it where he wanted to right there.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Here's a 1-2. Runner on the go. In there for strike 3. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Nationals, Jake Berger. Runner takes off for third. In the dirt. And he steals third without a throw. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice.
Now a step off to third. He hits the dirt, and he is safe. He stole home. I don't believe it. Rosa strung that hitting streak out for another game.
Strong individual day, a team win. What's not to like? This is a game he can feel really good about.
Next to hit for the Nats, Alberto Rosa.
Alberto Rosa.
Up the middle. Nice grab. The feed for 1 and 2. What a play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Rosa digging in, nobody on, 2 gone, but this hitter's still dangerous.
Yep, a swing, a mistake, and suddenly it's a brand new ball game.
Right through there for a strike. And that one hammered. And that's going to bang against the wall. Relay throw to second, and he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Next to hit for the Nats, Luis Garcia. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. In the dirt. Throws short, hops him at third, and gets down the line. He'll score easily. It's 2-0.
Well, catchers can get a little excited right here when it's a shorter throw, but anything offline could result in a run. And right there, the throwing error leads to another run scoring.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Right through there for a strike. Rosa wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. So the call will stand. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Ripped to right. 1 away. So up next, Alberto Rosa. 1 for 3. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Caught just shy of the wall.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that one is lifted in the air. Valera in position. He's got it. Runner tags at second. First and second, 2 outs. Sal Stewart, the next to hit for the Reds. Tying run at the plate. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him. Now the number 2 hitter, Alberto Rosa. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Now fly ball to right center. Brings it in, and that is that. So Rosa kept the hitting streak alive.
Well, you can't win a lot of games without hitters delivering like he did in this one. No question, he's a key contributor for him.
One down. Here's a big power threat. Alberto Rosa. That's a laser base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The relay, and he's out trying for 2.
Got to love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
High fly ball down the left field line. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
Number 7, Alberto Rosa.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Rosa walks in. If this offense were a lawnmower, he's yanking the cord and hoping for a roar.
And if that doesn't work, Boog, you better believe he's giving it a second pull.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down. So a man at first. Up now for Washington, Alberto Rosa. That one at triple digits. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Maxwell, 27 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2022. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. So he just clears the wall, and they boost their lead. It's 8-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Rosa had a great showing in the win.
Though they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Alberto Rosa, with a blend of raw talent and poise, quickly becoming a player to watch. Now at the plate, Alberto Rosa. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Rosa matched a homer in his last game. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Leaping, and he brought it back.
What an outstanding effort going all the way back to the warning track and leaving his feet to bring that one in. It's so tough to jump on the run like that and time it perfectly, so that was awesome.
Two aboard, 2 outs.
The third baseman, number 7, Alberto Rosa.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. And they get the out. So bases all loaded up. Pavin Smith, the next up for the Marlins. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, he gloves it. Throw to first. What a play to end the inning.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Swing and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Quick move to first, and he dives back in safely. Runner on the go. Popped in the air. Left field. And that is that. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We're midway. Up now for Washington, Alberto Rosa. 1 for 3. That one laced to center and a base hit. The throw to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Luis Garcia, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. 2 on, 1 out. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. It's a 2-run single, and they're up by 4.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So up next, Alberto Rosa.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
That's a laser base hit. Around second is Wood. Throw cut off to second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
First and second, 2 outs. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down. Rosa kept the hitting streak going in this one. 3 hits in this one, always respectable.
Strong individual day, a team win. What's not to like? This is a game he can feel really good about.
One down. Alberto Rosa digging in for the Nationals. Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. To second. Pulls him off the bag.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
1 out. Runner at second. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Man at second. Runner breaks for third. Left field, way back there. That's got a chance. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. An absolute smash to left. The Nationals strike first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort.
Jake Berger.
So 2 on with 2 away. Digging in, Javier Sanoja. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 run across. Another comes in to score. The throw to second is offline.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
To third, Norby. Inning over.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
So the call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. This one smoked on its way out of here. A solo shot. Home run number 40 on the year.
Out of here.
Close the gap. It's 5-3.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Man at first, Alberto Rosa getting ready to hit.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
That's towards center. Casey under it. And there's one down. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. Ground ball left side, and it stays fair. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's 8-3.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just found a way to slap that.
Rosa with his 40th homer of the season in this game.
And still racking up the long balls, Boo. I love the energy in the stands when he comes to the plate. The crowd knows there's always a chance he's going to treat him to a special moment.
Alberto Rosa looking to extend his unbelievable 30-game hitting streak in this one. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. Next to hit for the Nats, Alberto Rosa. And a base hit up the middle.
Find the ball, find the ball.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Big rip off the bat there. Some seriously loud contact on that knock. Didn't bring in the run, but he got him that much closer to taking the lead here.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Wood around third. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. Jake Berger digging in for the Nationals. Double steal in the dirt, blocked.
Slide.
No throw, double steal. They're both safe. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the third and final game of the series. Now a step off to third. Wide throw, and it gets away. He'll score. It's 2-zip. Throw to third is offline and gets by him. And now for the Marlins, Jacob Marcy. 0-1. And that bunted towards third. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. And no shot to get him at first. There's two aboard.
Sometimes you can get a little too aggressive trying to cut off that lead run and try to make something happen that really isn't there. Got to take that sure out at first base. Not sure what happened right there in terms of communication.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Now he's challenging the called strike. And it's going to stay a strike. Still one challenge left for them. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Conine takes it in for the out. One up, one down. No outs, runners at first and second. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate, and they lead by 2.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
First and second, no outs. Luis Garcia, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. High fly ball, right field. Smith under this one. He makes the grab. Both runners tagging. The relay throw. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with 1 away. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, Jake Berger. Quick toss to first. Rosa dives back in safely. Payoff pitch. Runner takes off. In the air, left side. Conine settles underneath it. He's got it. Runner tags for home. He'll score the sac fly, and they take a 3-run lead.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired.
Runner on the go. In the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Man on second, 2 down. Runner goes again. Sets him down on strikes. Good job at damage. Rosa steps in. They've got the edge, but the job is not done. He's looking to keep the line moving.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little insurance, Boog.
Into center and a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a bouncer. Fires over to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. 1 out. Runner at second. Jake Berger will hit next. Man at second. In the air, right field. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Brady House digging in for the Nationals. Now a step off to third. Rosa digs in. Not a lot of traffic this inning, but he's got the power to change that with 1 swing.
Yeah, and that's the kind of threat that keeps pitchers honest, even with 2 outs and no one on.
Ripped on a line, and that is that. Nothing doing for Washington. They're still out in front 5-2. Rosa really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Collected 3 hits in the game.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
Alberto Rosa, one of the top 3 vote getters at third base as the All-Star race heats up. His glove, bat, and leadership have made him a fan favorite all season long. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Andy Pajes. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Sends it across to first, 3rd out. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. On to the bottom of the 1st. One down. Here's a big power threat. Alberto Rosa. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A massive home run. And it ties it up. It's 1-1. So add another game to his hitting streak. Chris, this is remarkable.
Just so exciting. Game after game, he's given us a real thrill, and that swing was obviously no exception. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
And next for L.A., Hesung Kim. Tied up here in the early going. Hit softly on the ground to third. Fires to first in time. Rosa stepping in. It's late. It's quiet. But here's a chance to make some noise with two gone.
Yeah, this is when rally hats get flipped, Boog. Let's see if he can twist this script.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
The batter, number 2.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Now a quick throw to first. And he's back safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some.
Here goes the runner. Chopped left side. Oh, what a stop. From his knees, the throw. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Rosa was named player of the month recently, and that's not the first time that's happened this year. Left field. That one gets down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Quick toss to first, and he dives back in safely. Runner on the go. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
Runner goes again. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. Out. And that will end the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
Rosa locks in, tying run on. No time like the present, Singy. This trip to the plate could really shake things up.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. These are the moments that define a hitter's season. He's got a shot to flip the script right here.
And there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
On a line. And there's 2 down.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it.
Rosa had a great showing in the win. A 3-hit performance, including a homer.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
One down. Alberto Rosa digging in for the Nationals. Rosa working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Batting third, the second baseman, Luis Garcia.
Ripped on a line to center. Pajes should have this one, and there's 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
On the ground to the left. Slings to first, and Hernandez is out. Third out, and that ends the frame. Rosa digging in. They've got the lead, but here's another chance to set the tone.
Yeah, but one good swing, and suddenly they add to the margin. Every run counts as this game moves along.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Now a relay to second, and he's got no chance. He's out.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
1 away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Rosa stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count. He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
This to third. Rosa. Long throw to first. One gone here.
Up next for the Dodgers, the center field.
First and second. No outs. Alberto Rosa will hit next.
Rosa.
Swing and a drive. Back there. On its way.
Walk it off. Walk it off.
When you get to extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all headed home.
Rosa had a sensational day, capped by the walk-off.
This is the kind of game he'll never forget. He was a force all game long at the plate and won the game on a walk-off. This was a really special performance.
6-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long. Alberto Rosa delivered some walk-off home run magic last game. Came through in the biggest moment for his team. All eyes on the promising prospect again today. It's the Los Angeles. One down. Here's Shohei Ohtani. 0-1 down. Swing and a ground ball. Fires in time. Now the number 2 hitter, Alberto Rosa. 2 home runs in the series, 5 hits total. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
On the ground. And foul ball. That's ripped. Base hit.
Find the ball. Find the ball.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And now it's Luis Garcia. The 0-2. Got him looking. And that is a big first out.
Well, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike three. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Edman sends it to first. And there's two away. Up now for Washington, Nasim Nunez. On the ground, right side, base hit, one run is in. Now a long throw home, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Back here in Nationals Park, top half of the 3rd inning, Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the Dodgers. It's softly on the ground, left side. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Rosa, a former Rookie of the Year, batting second in today's lineup, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is.
Runner on the move. Swing and a bouncer. Jump throw on the money. Nice play. So one left for Washington, and they trail it here 2-1. One out, runner at second. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Bounce to third. Rosa zips it across, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, the catcher, Will Smith.
2 on, 2 outs.
For the Nationals, the 3rd baseman, number 7, Alberto Rosa.
There's a strike. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And that ends the inning. Now the 3rd baseman, Alberto Rosa. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That smash towards center. Brings it in, and that's the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning. Rosa strung that hitting streak out for another game.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but wasn't a big downfall for him in the loss.
Live from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. Next to hit for the Nats, Alberto Rosa. Right now with more RBIs than anyone in the National League.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
So the call will stand. That knocks them down to one challenge left. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. His 43rd home run of the season. The Nationals strike first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. Butler stands at first with one out. Ground ball left side. Slings to first in time. Hard hit left side. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. They explode. Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. Ball to strike. The pitch. On the ground to the left. There's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Back here in Nationals Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Alberto Rosa digging in for the Nationals. On the ground, and that's a fair ball. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The batter, number 2.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Garcia.
Garcia.
The 0-1. Here goes the runner. Ripped to third and caught. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off.
Up next for the Nationals.
One down. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. Around second, on his way to third. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Rosa batting with one down, takes a strike. Wood leads off first with one away. Crushed left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 6-3.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Rosa was a big contributor for them in the win. Collected 3 hits, including 2 home runs.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Alberto Rosa with an eye-popping 35-game hitting streak. Next to hit for the Nats, Alberto Rosa, one of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. On the ground to the left, into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly, first and second now with nobody out. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever have.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story.
Oh, that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield, but another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit, 1 run in already. The throw home. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 2-1. So 2 down. Now here is Damon Faulkner. Chop to third, Rosa. To first, third out. Back in Washington, D.C., bottom of the inning, Alberto Rosa digging in for the Nationals. Rip to third. 1 pitch and 1 out. Ober was recently named pitcher of the month for some outstanding work on the mound. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. 2 down, nobody on. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. And they tie it up. It's 5-5. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Back here in Nationals Park. On to the bottom of the 8th, Alberto Rosa digging in for the Nationals. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Relay to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And now it's Luis Garcia.
Second baseman, Luis Garcia.
Man at second. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. That one lifted to left. Soderstrom settles under it. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Nationals.
And now it's Jake Berger to hit.
Number 21, Jake
Runner edges away at second. He's trying for third. Throw to third. He's safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Nasim Nunez digging in for the Nationals. Now a step off to third. Rosa had a sensational showing in the win. Put together 3 hits, one of them a home run.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
One down. Next to hit for the Nats, Alberto Rosa. Rosa matched a homer in his last game. And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Runner on the go. In the dirt. Blocked. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Pretty impressive from the 3-hole hitter. Picks up the single, then swipes second to get into scoring position.
And this ball gets down. It's a hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Tag. Too late. He scores. And it's 1-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. It's softly on the ground left side. In plenty of time to first and quickly one away in the second. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Ripped to short. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. We played 2. All loaded up. Max Muncy, the next to hit. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 runs in to third. And he's into second with nobody out.
Well, he had the opportunity to drive in some runs, and he comes through to break the tie. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
There's a line drive to left field. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but, hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Line drive. Brings it in. And a quick out, number 1.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
On the ground to third. Throws to first in time. Rosa digs in. Late inning, 2 outs, RBI chance. Massive at bat here, Singy.
Yeah, Boog. One mistake in this game might tip for good. Gotta lock in.
First and second, 2 outs. Jake Berger digging in for the Nationals. Two on, 2 outs. Oh, look at the stop. Flips it. They get the out, and that'll do it. Rosa get that hitting streak going. Singled and drew a walk in this one.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Alberto Rosa, the next to hit.
Alberto Rosa.
And there's a base hit to left.
Find the ball.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And with every hit that extends his streak, he climbs higher on the all-time list. Rarely has anyone gone this far.
Yeah, Boog, 30 is about as far as most guys can take it, and he's just blown by that mark, and now it actually looks like 40 might be in play. I'll tell you this, as a hitter, it's so hard to not let that weigh on you. Every game you're going out there trying to get it out of the way as soon as possible so that you can focus on the game. Makes it a little tough to relax at the plate.
Rojas under it. One away. First and second, one out. Jake Berger digging in for the Nationals. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Infield fly called there. First and second, 2 outs. Nasim Nunez will hit next. 2 on, 2 outs. And that'll load the bases.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Here's a 2-2. This one in the air, right field.
Dig.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Save. It's 2-0.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. This is Bryce Terang. Bounce to third. Rosa sends it across to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting third, the right fielder, Jackson.
Liner, base hit. A much-needed knock for a guy who's been searching for answers lately. Oh, and he's coming home. And he's out.
You're out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Man, I think his...
Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the inning, Spencer Steer up now for the Brewers. That's to third, Rosa. Tosses across to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Out to short. Fires in time.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Rosa steps in. Previous batter couldn't get the job done. Now 2 outs. It's late, and the pressure is mounting, Chris.
Well, this is where you pick up your teammate, Boog. They need someone to come through right here.
Tying run at the plate. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Rosa wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge. In the air, left field. Rojas on his way over, and that's the 3rd out. 1 down. Next for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. And he lays down a bunt. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Rosa kept the hitting streak going in this one.
Not his best showing, but I hope he isn't too self-critical after they took the loss. Some things to build on in this game.
here in Milwaukee. Saturday baseball on the show. It's the Washington Nationals. One down. Digging in, Alberto Rosa. That one fouled hard the other way. Hit hard on the ground is short. Tosses to first, 2 down. 2 outs, bases full. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. 0-1. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. 1 runs in, and that keeps the inning alive.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Back here in Milwaukee as we go to the top of the 4th. Alberto Rosa digging in for the Nationals. That one hammered center field. Robert going back on it. To the warning track, makes the catch. No outs, runners at first and second.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Over to Terang, 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
0-2 now. Bunting for a hit. Throws to first in time. They handle the bunt and get the out.
Well, I'm pretty sure he took a look around the infield to see where they were playing before laying that one down. And everyone was playing back. You assume that's going to be a pretty easy knock, but he just couldn't put it down in the right spot to allow him to beat that out. Maybe the right idea, but he just couldn't pull it off.
Takes it in for the out. So 2 down, and here is Jake Berger. The Nats down to their final strike. There's a swing and a drive. That one's back. Gone. And they cut into the deficit. It's 5-2.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet.
Now it's the shortstop, Nasim Nunez. Line to left. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers take the first 2 games of this series. Rosa with a forgettable showing in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
Next to hit, Alberto Rosa. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. Wood on at first. Nobody out. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Gone. His 46th of the year. And the Nats have the lead. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
What a stop. There's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
Up next for Washington, the third baseman, number 7, Alberto Rosa.
And that one hammered back there. And in one hops the wall. Relay throw to second. He's in there. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Man at second. Runner takes off for third. Swing, and he popped it up. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Nationals.
And now it's Jake Berger to hit.
21, Jake Berger.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Donovan fires over to first. And that's the inning. Here's Riley Green. That's to third, and that chance handled. They get one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Up
next to hit for the Nats, Alberto Rosa. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Foul ball there.
You know, these Nationals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say they've only chased at pitches outside the zone a little more than.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. Another homer, his second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 7-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Next to hit for the Nats, Alberto Rosa.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
This one in the air, center field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The relay to third. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out. Rosa had a great showing in the